one thing I was thinking about amongst many things during your playoff run was like, what does that guy feel like? Like a New York kid sitting in the Garden during that frenzy.
Oh, special. Special. Ain't nothing like it. I mean, that energy was contagious, you know, just kind of seeing the excitement in the fans, especially after Game 6 with the Celtics, you know. The city was showing love to us all year, and I'm just so grateful we gave them a lot to cheer for this past year. And, man, the fans showed up in a big way for us, supported us in all the hardships, gave us that fight and belief when we kept finding ourselves down by 20. New York special, man. New York fans they're too special.
Insane. Sure. I just saw Josh recently. We were talking about just like with how crazy it was after Game 6 versus Boston. Yeah. It's scary to think about what would happen when you guys win a championship. Like on fire. Like the city could
I'm more worried about myself when we win a championship. I'm more worried about myself because God knows I'm going to be asleep on the street somewhere in front of Madison Square Garden.
That's what he said. He said he's running right out into the mix.
It's over. It's over. Me, Brugal, and some Presidente, we're going to run out there and we're going to go crazy for sure.
Did it, like, in any way, like, exceed what you saw as a kid seeing? And I'm not quite sure if your age lined up with, like, a run like that.
Yeah.
You know, I grew up watching the 90s Knicks, and it felt like that. And I guess Melo's team had a little of that buzz. But I had never seen anything like that since maybe when I was a kid. Like, did this just blow beyond any expectation of what it could be like?
For sure. I mean, you know, I grew up here and just seeing how the Knicks was trying to be portrayed right now in New York sports. And Melo, like you said, had a huge impact. Jeremy Lin as well. I want to give a shout out to him too. But, you know, just seeing the way that the Knicks was perceived, even in Disney movies, and then see that, you know, we found ourselves right now having a great year, a lot of belief, a lot of sacrificing for the main objective. And to see New York respond like that, you know, that's exactly what you play for. You play for the city. You play for the fans that spend their hard-earned money to show up and show out for us every single night. You know, you want to be able to make history in New York, and I think we took a step in the right direction last year, and now it's time for us to put everything in one basket and try to finish the job.
Did you feel like once you beat Boston, you know, like, that was the team, right? It was, if you were a fan from afar, you saw this like scenario of like, all right, they're gonna have to play Boston in the second round, and they have to play Cleveland, right? So then you get through Boston, Cleveland's knocked out. The expectations all of a sudden shift. What's your mindset then after losing to Indiana going into the offseason? Like, could you still celebrate in your mind what you had achieved, or did it take a minute to come down from that?
It took a minute, but at the same time too, I've been disappointed in those moments, and you've always strived just to get to those moments. So in a way, you're disappointed you didn't make it to the NBA Finals. You didn't have a chance to get your first ring. But at the same time, too, you know, proud of where we started. You know, I just got here 5 months later. We're in the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm not in the West anymore. I'm in the East. Like, there's a bunch of moving pieces. You know, Mitch was hurt for most of the year. Jalen obviously was banged up. Josh is just Josh, so that's always there's always a handicap in our book a little bit. But we were, all jokes aside, I feel like we all were proud of what we accomplished. You know, the excitement we brought to the city, and you know, money isn't everything. All money ain't good money, just like Denzel says, but. The thing that made it special was the respect we earned from the fans. And as you know, as being a New Yorker, that's the highest currency you could get in the city.
Without question.
So,
and how much you guys joke around, whether it's even on social media or how you talk after a game during a press conference. I would imagine when you're down 20, that camaraderie and that like relationship that you formed has a big part to do with being able to like 2 back-to-back 20-point deficits.
For sure.
Are you guys really like, you guys are as close as it looks?
Yeah, I mean, I've stressed it all year to our team, and just how our camaraderie, you know, the unity you speak of is going to come through when we need it the most. And it's going to, you know, it's an everyday process of continuing to build our relationships with each other. And in playoffs, it came to fruition what I kept saying all year. In those moments when you're down 20, the game seems like it's getting away from us. We found, instead of all of us, separating and not being together, we found ourselves actually unifying even more for the goal, and that's how we kept coming back from the 20-point games. Just our team just never having any belief in our hearts and in our minds that we were ever out the game. And I think all of New York and the fans in the NBA saw that.
Without question. And like when a team goes into an offseason, and we can get to the way the Knicks approach the offseason in a second, but when a team goes into the offseason, they obviously have to do an analysis of where they're at and what they think they need to get to the next step. But I think players too, and I know from Kevin, you instantly have this inventory of what you've now got to do for your own game and your own mind going into the offseason. What is your kind of process now? Is it different from when you were younger? And from your game perspective, what do you look to work on in the offseason, and how do you approach it?
For me in the offseason, it's always been a big, a regeneration of my mental. Just kind of just getting that mental. I think everyone as fans, you think of the physical, and yes, you get banged up and not feeling your best, but it's just the mental grind that you go through. And it's kind of like that first week out in the off season is the toughest week. It's your body, your mind is still going as you're playing NBA games, but you're not finding yourselves going to a gym anymore or to an arena to play. 7:30, your body's revved up to play a basketball game, and there's nothing happening. So that's always, for the last 10 years for me, has been the toughest. It's the first 2 weeks after the season, just kind of readjusting to not being an NBA player, and for me, basketball-wise, nothing's changed. Keep sharpening every single tool in the box and just keep going every day. Keep your body in shape, keep your mind in shape. And I'm one of those guys that likes to stay in shape all year. So, just always trying to find a way to stay in shape, keep lifting, keep doing my thing, and enjoying some time with family.
Do you add is there a move or a certain layer to your game that you'll add every offseason?
I think so. I mean, it's always fun, and I don't know if it's a move. I feel like, with you having such experience with this, it's sometimes not even a move. It's just a confidence in a move.
Yeah.
You always had it in your game, but you never knew where to actually utilize it, or sometimes you may get lucky in the game shooting it, but that was never really what you wanted to shoot, but kind of in making it something that's actually usable in the game. Yeah. Sometimes what ends up happening in the summer. And, this summer has been a good summer for me. Got a lot of things got a lot of time to actually get to know my teammates even more, get to know the system a little bit better with everyone, and also just work on my game, work on what I do best here.
Do you stay in New York most of the offseason?
I'm in and out. Yeah. I like traveling. I like going overseas and enjoying some time overseas,
Yeah.
So that's really
maybe a little European tour?
Yeah, a little European tour for sure, always, every year. Every year.
And then obviously when you probably look at film and you mentioned knowing what positions you were in, right? And then now saying, all right, I'm looking at these shots now, or this is where I'm at the court. But you also made a change in the coaching staff. So the way the offense is going to run is going to be different. How are you feeling about, the shift? Obviously, everyone loved Thibs, and change is hard. You dealt with it. Yeah. You dealt with it a year before. I know Mike Brown pretty well from when he was in the Bay. How you feeling about this new addition to the squad?
I mean, well, like you said, first of all, shout out to Thibs, man. He's done something special here in New York that many coaches can't say. And his resume speaks for himself. Yeah. So big shout out to him. And with Coach Brown, I got to meet him once. We got to have a conversation. We got to know each other. I didn't even want to talk basketball with him. I just wanted to be able to understand where he's at in life and what's his hobbies and what's the things that he likes to watch and stuff. So we got have a good relationship. Let's not even get basketball involved yet. Let's get to know each other. So good foundation was built, and I'm excited to obviously talk real basketball with him in the month coming up.
So you just made some time to connect once you got the job, and was let's not even talk hoop right now.
Literally, the first thing I told him was, we don't got to talk no hoops. I just want to get to know you, your family, what things you like to watch, what's your hobbies, with some things that you feel that in the summer you like to do the most, and kind of just meet them there and understand each other as people. And, you know, we'll have a bunch of time to get to basketball. So let's start off with a good foundation.
I am happy as hell JC's here, though, bro.
We got scoring, man. We got a lot of scoring. We got big additions, you know, him, Yahoo as well. I'm very excited to get to play with him, just seeing him in the Olympics, but also just knowing him since the beginning of his career and before he got drafted. So it's going to be cool to reconnect and as teammates now.
You think he'll have fun in New York?
He doesn't.
JC had fun in Utah, though. I'm sure he'll have fun in New York, man. There's like different personality traits, I think, in different stars that makes him special, like Ant's irrational confidence. Like for you, I think you have this like very bigger than life personality that people gravitate towards you. What would you say Jalen's like intangible, not on court, but off court, that helps him be great?
I think he's just very stoic, you know, and I think it goes with him being the clutch player of the year as well. But I think Jalen just, he's very stoic in everything. I feel like his public perception is stoic. His game is stoic. It just has a lot of ease to it and very calming. So I think that's what it is. I think they just, you know, it kind of seems like a Marvel superhero that just kind of never feels the moment's too big for him. So I think that's really cool about him.
Yeah, he looks like he's the kind of person in the family that has like all the plans straight for him.
Yeah, you know, he's like kind of the organizer, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I feel like he, you know, you go on a vacation with him, he's already done the vacation 5 times in his mind, and he's ready to go, you know, he wants to be on time and everywhere at the same time. So
do you like, knowing you haven't talked ball with Mike Brown, and obviously again, like all respect to Thibs, I mean, I can tell you, to be able to turn the narrative and the culture around so quickly like he did is historic, right? He should be praised as such in Knick history.
I think if Nick, I hope he does. I'll talk to him about it. We still have great communication to this day, but I can't wait for his first game back.
Yeah.
MSG.
Yeah, he'll be coaching again real soon.
No, for sure. But till then, that first day back at MSG to watch us play and stuff, oh man, crowd's gonna act like it's game 6 again.
Oh yeah, they're gonna go crazy.
Oh, and he deserves it.
Yeah, he earned that. He earned that for life.
He deserves that.
He earned that seat next to Marbury and Tim Thomas.
Right next to him is my dad.
Oh, that's true. It's like Action Bronson, your dad, Stephon Marbury. Yeah.
Look at that. My dad in between all these New York legends. That's pretty cool.
He's a New York legend now. Man.
Crazy, man. That's crazy to think, man. That's so crazy.
It must be for him like, my God, what am I doing here?
He's living the life, man. He's living the life. He in heaven every single day.
I'm sure he looks happy as could be, bro.
He's enjoying it.
But so there's been talk, obviously, about like the offense could, you know, adjust in some ways. Like, how do you feel just knowing there's a new challenge? Not one's better than the other, but like the ball's gonna move more.
I think it's just gonna be good just for us to have another year of growth, you know, as a team. And we made so much happen in 5 months with really no familiarity. And we figured it out on the fly.
Yeah.
This time we get a whole offseason with coaches knowing who the players are going to be, and also for us understanding after a whole season of having that kind of game tape with each other and that feel for each other on the court, that we could build off of that.
Yeah.
And everyone kind of understands what they could do to amplify each other's special traits, you know, and talents. So it's gonna be fun. I'm excited for this year. I love getting the chance to play basketball. It's the best job in the world, and I'm very blessed that I have it.
It's coming around, man. It's here.
It is.